Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are keeping well and please be safe. So, dear students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 12, topic force, work, and energy. Class 5th, subject EVS. What do you mean by work, force, and energy? Work is only accomplished when a force moves an object some distance. For example, take a table. On the table, there is a box called object. So when you make it move for some distance, is known as work is done. What do you mean by force? A push or a pull. Something you are pushing or pulling known as force. Work. Force into distance known as work. Energy. The ability to do work. You probably think a force is used only when someone pushes something very heavy or does something very difficult. But that is not true. You use a force when you comb your hair, brush your teeth, and do many other ordinary things. That time also you use force. What is a force? A simplest way to describe a force is to say that it is a push or pull. So it is known as force. What a force does? A force can make things move. For example, football. A force can stop moving object, catching a ball or tapping ball, etc. A force can change the direction in which something is moving. Example, badminton. A force can change the shape of an object. Example, pillow. Some forces around us. So in your book they have given activity. Dear students, kindly do that. What do you mean by energy? That which helps us doing work is energy. Which help us to do our work is known as energy. Now let us see what is friction. What makes the box stop moving? Whenever one surface moves over another, a force called friction or the force of friction tries to stop the movement. It also tries not to let a body start moving. So we say friction opposes motion, means stop motion. A friction is greater when the surfaces are rough. That is why it is more difficult to move things over the rough surfaces than over a smooth one. When the road is up and down with so much of stones, it's very hard to ride. There are two sides of friction. The first one is the good side, the next one is the bad side. Sometimes friction is helpful. It is friction that helps us write on paper. Writing on smooth surfaces like glass is difficult because of low friction. Friction helps us walk too. Otherwise, when we keep, we may fall. When the floor is very smooth or slippery, with water, we tend to slip because friction is reduced. Friction can be a problem too when we see in a bad side. For example, it is bad for machines. It does not let them move smoothly. That is why people oil their sewing machine and bicycles. Oil makes surfaces smooth, which reduces friction. So these are the example of friction. So these both surfaces, when it is move, then it is known as friction. Friction occurs when two surfaces are in contact. Friction depends on roughness of surfaces and force that object are being pressed one against the other. Here they have given types of force. There are many types of force. Frictional force, normal force, magnetic force, and gravitational force. Gravity. What? If you threw a ball up into the air and it flew away, lucky that it does not, or you would not be able to play. The force that pulls the ball down is called gravitational force. Anything when you put up, automatically it comes down due to gravitational force. The Earth's gravitational force or gravity pulls everything on or near it. Gravitational force pulls us too. That is how we have our feet on the ground. Otherwise, we also will fly. Without it, we would be flying around. So, would everything around us, tables, chairs, books, car, and so on, has gravitational force. Gravity is a force that attracts all objects or masses to each other. Gravity is responsible for making Earth revolve around the sun and the moon around the Earth. Next one is magnetic force. You must be familiar with the magnetic stickers. You can stick them on your refrigerator or anything made of iron. The force with which a magnet attracts certain substances is called magnetic force. So when you open, just if you leave only, automatically it will go and attract and it will close. Magnets are very choosy. They only attract things made of iron, some types of steel, nickel and cobalt. Nickel and cobalt are metals. You can experiment with the magnets and see if it is true. You may use the magnet behind a sticker. The force required to move something. Here also they have given an activity. Just try to do it. We can draw the following conclusion from this activity, that the force required to move an object depends on how heavy it is. The first one is how heavy it is. Second one, it also depends on how fast we want the object to move. These both things, it depends. Next one we are going to see about work. Would you say you are working when you pick up a bag from the floor and put it on the table? Scientist would. To a scientist, work is done when a force is applied on something and it moves. Only when we apply a force on some objects and when we move, that is known as work. So according to a scientist, you do not do any work when you read, but you do some work when you turn a page, because you use some force to move the page from one position to the another. Work depends on two things: the strength, amount of the force you use. Second one is the distance through which the object moves. What does the second point mean? It is quite simple. You do more work to carry a bag up to flights or stairs than up to one flight of stairs. Similarly, you do more work when you pick up a book from the floor and place it on the shelf than you place it on a table under the shelf. Also, you do more work to push a table along 2 meters than to push it along 1 meter. In the picture below, in which cases is more work done? In both cases, the toy is pushed from the left edge to the scale. So, the strength and distance depends on work. The bell rings and you need the book under the desk. Lifting up the book is doing work. Why? The books can move. There is a force applied by your arms in the direction that the books move. What? If you apply a lot of force on a heavy cupboard, but you cannot budge it, you will do no work at all, because work is equal to amount of force into distance moved. You do no work when you apply a force but the object does not move, because the distance moved is 0. So when distance also important and the force also important. What is energy? You must have come across this word many times. Work and energy are very closely related. Food gives our body the energy to run and play. Electricity gives a fan the energy to turn. Petrol gives a car the energy to move. A battery gives a watch the energy to work. Nothing can work without energy. That is why scientists say that energy is the capacity to do work. So for lorry, energy comes from diesel. So to ride cycle, energy comes from food. For mobile, energy comes from battery. For computer, energy comes from electricity. To boil water, energy comes from gas. So work, force and energy, these three things are depending on each other. So what is force we have seen, what is work we have seen, and what is energy also we have seen. So dear children, I hope you might have understood this chapter, and there are more activities to do which makes you more active, which makes you to think more. So energy is the ability to do work. There are two kinds of energy, that is, one is potential, next one is kinetic. This you will study in your higher classes. What is potential and what is kinetic? So dear students, we have completed this chapter. I have given the question and answers. Kindly, according to the day wise, read, learn and write it in your notebook with neat and good handwriting. Thank you. Have a nice day.